Chapter 10, read by Gary Lewis.
What's up with that? You think you're better than us? Chapter 10, read by Gary Lewis. Samson, George, and Ramek seemed to fall into each other's lives around the middle in 9th grade. Ramek had watched and admired George Sam's friendship from a distance at far, but soon through sports as well as academics, the three of them ended up hanging together on a regular basis. By 10th grade, they had get a steady friendship. The classes were easy for the three of them, and they all enjoyed outsmarting the teachers and running in the halls. Taking everything school rules to its limits, they found to have much in common: telling jokes, talking trash, laughing at crazy things the teacher did, shooting hoops in the gym, and listening to rap music as loud as they could crank it up. Samson, for one, was glad to have something to share his thoughts with. Late that night, the three of them sat empty on the bleachers of school. That night was clear and the moon was bright, and talk came easy. "You think there's life on another planet?" George asked. Mac laughed. "Well, if it's there, I hope it got it together better than we do down here. Too much drunks and too much crime down here," Samson replied. "And killing," George added. "And girls who won't go out with us," Mac added with a chuckle. "Speak for yourself, man," Samson laughed. "I got more girls than I know what to do with. I don't even have a car, just me riding on my Nikes." "What do you think kids at school think making good grades is stupid?" George asked. "It's a school where everybody is supposed to be smart and do good." "I don't get it," Ramek said. "None of us really have a blueprint on how to make it," Samson said. "Right now, all I know is I can't let the streets swallow me. I have to get mine." "And that will be? And will that be?" Ramek asked him. "I don't know yet. I want more than that I see every day on the block," said Samson replied. You got that right," Ramek said. "Have you ever have trouble telling your boys that you don't want to do something?" George asked quietly. "All the time," the others answered together. "I ain't scared of them," Ramek said. "I ain't scared of what they think of me, but you don't want to look stupid or scared or weak," George finished for him. "Yeah, something like that," Ramek agreed. "A lot of times it's easier to go along to the same thing," George asked. "But I ain't backing down from nobody," Samson asserted loudly. "He pushed me too far, and I'll give them something to think about." Ramek, who also fight as easily as he could do math problems in his head, nodded with understanding. "It's all about power, man. Sometimes it just feels good. You know, that rush you get when you're connecting with somebody's gut, or when you're getting away with something wrong. You feel me?" Samson asked. "Yeah, man. I know what you're talking about," Ramek replied. The faded night air got chilly and they headed to their home. Samson remembered the conversation well a few weeks later when they were walking with a friend named Frank down Low Street. One rainy night they passed by used to be a Twin City skating rink, once known as the hottest skating rink in Newark. People had traveled from all parts of New York to be a part of the skating crowd. It was only 1 block away from Dayton Street's project. "Too bad they were closed in the skating rink," Samson said with a sigh. "Good music, slick skates, plenty of fine girls to hang around too." "Yeah, man, and the police were tired of breaking up fights, taking reports from kids who got beat up or got their stuff stolen. If it wasn't for the bus, lots of kids wouldn't have been trumped by Dayton Street boys." Samson replied with a laugh. "You know, lots of them spent their days waiting in front of the rink spotting targets to attack and rip off. Well, you know about Newark. You stay on the side of the town, everything will be fine. You come over to the skating rink, you get your butt beat. That's just the way it is, Frank shrugged. After their murder last year, there was no way they keep the skating rink open, Sampson said. Too bad, he repeated, as the ring trickled down his back. A man who looked very vaguely familiar walked up to the two of them. Hey man, let me hold $2, he said to Frank. I don't got it, Frank replied. Man, I know you got $2. Don't play with me. Give me the money. I don't got it, Frank repeated, loudly this time. Without another word, the stranger, who was wearing a black goose-down jacket, lifted up his shirt and pulled out a gun. Sampson tense, ready for whatever he would do. What about you? The man asked. I know you got $2. Very calmly, Sampson replied. I ain't got it, man. Sampson knew his fist hand was that many people in the neighborhood were desperate of thinking twice about taking his life. What if I shoot the both of you? The man asked him demandingly. I could shoot you right now. Sampson and Frank said nothing, but they turned and walked away. Sampson waited for the bullets to slice through his back. But he heard nothing but his thudding heart and falling rain. Sampson thought back to his days of kung fu lessons with Reggie. It had all seemed so simple then. Forget about all side problems, Reggie had said. Concentrate your thoughts on positive flow of energy. But Sampson knew he needed more than positive energy to escape angry men with guns. He felt trapped. Several weeks later, January 19th to be exact, Sampson was celebrating his birthday with some friends. He decided the best way, a little beer and a little liquor. Then they drove around Newark and place to park to get right. Yo man, it's your birthday, a dude named Hawk said. Light up, and let's celebrate together. He gave Sampson a package of what appeared to be cocaine. Word up. Sampson replied, not committing himself either way. Hawk just suggested, let's make Wally. Sampson knew what Wally was. He watched Hawk took the tobacco out of a regular cigarette and mixed it in with the cocaine. He wrapped loaded cigarette back into the paper. Hawk lit it up and then passed it to the guy sitting closest to him. The dude took 2 puffs and then zonked out. His head bounced against the back of the car seat. Hawk then offered to Sampson, it's your birthday, man. We love you. You go now. Sam hesitated. Even the smoke was from the thing making him feel dizzy. Nah, man, that ain't me, he declared. Sampson wasn't tempt to do drugs. The way many of his friends were. He's seen too much destruction and devastation in their lives because of that. And he didn't feel out of control. He didn't like feeling out of control. What's up with that? You think you better than us? Hawk replied angry. No, dog. I'm just too faded right now, Sampson said. Besides, you know I don't get high. They didn't like it, but they backed off, mostly because very soon all of them were too hot to carry. Sampson jumped out of the car and then left there, glad to be able to breathe fresh air and celebrate his birthday clear and had clear conscience. But it was hard. He knew his options were limited. He reached a point in his life where despair and negativity were threatening to take over his life. A few months later, on a hot summer day, Sampson and his guy named Spud were kicking on the corner. They were just like mostly boys in the neighborhood, jeans, sneakers, and a white tank top. The two of them had been friends since they were in the Miss Davis 3rd grade class. together and played on the same Pop Warner team. Summer days were long and summer programs didn't exist. The two of them were left with lots of time and nothing to fill it with. "Yo man, I got a way for us to make some money," Spud said. "What you got in mind?" asked Samson. "Put up some cash, we'll get some crack, and we'll split it up. Profits, easy money, big money. Sounds good, man. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't want to get caught up in drug stuff," Samson replied. "It's not like drug stuff. We'll dry and die up if you don't participate, man," Spud told him. "Yeah, you got that right," Samson said. He sure he could the money. It would be nice to help his mother and his family. Finances were tight around his house. His mother always struggled to find ways to pay the mortgage, keep the electricity on, and feed all the children. "Don't worry about it. Nobody is doing it, man," Spud said. "Come with me tonight up to Harlem. I'll show you how it's done." Samson agreed. Late that night, the two of them took a train all the way up to uptown to Harlem in New York City. They brought a girl with them so they wouldn't look too suspicious. They walked to the apartment where the man stood at the door wearing a gun in his holster. He patted them down like Samson had seen cops do in the streets. They entered the tiny room inside the house. It was filthy. Bags of drugs were piled on the tables. Men with long guns stood all around, ready to shoot in an instant. To Samson, it looked like a scene from a movie. Spud and Samson passed their money to the man. In return, they were given a plastic bag of crack cocaine. This was the first time that Samson had ever picked up drugs. As they stepped out of the house, Samson looked up and noticed the misty rain glistening in the street light. "What have I got myself into?" he thought painfully. Easy Score Puss it, seemingly unaffected by the horror of the situation. "Hey man, I'm out of here," Samson said suddenly. You take all the money, all of it. This ain't me." Instead of complaining, Spud just shrugged. Catch you later, man." With that, he disappeared into the night. Samson went on home, relieved that once more he had been able to navigate the delicate road between what was right and what was real.
I often imagine myself in a different world, one not filled with murder, drugs, gangs, crime, and negativity. But that was only my imagination, not my reality. Regardless of where I turned, there was always another malignant situation brewing, waiting for the right moment to take my life. And in spite of all that, I chose to run away from the drug scene. I saw many friends and family members succumbed to its powerful destruction when youth in my neighborhood looked for an outlet of expression as buying a ticket for a train or bus. But that was a trip. I didn't know what to take. If the way I managed to turn down drugs sound like it wasn't hard, it was. Not only it was reality hard, but it was continuous. Every single day offered options to give up and give in. I saw many of my friends buy new cars, jewelry, and clothes with drug money they had earned. It would have been so easy to give into the drug induced mind-numbing relief from the problems and despair all around me. I was driven and had to remain strong to avoid all temptations. I couldn't help but wonder why more wasn't being done to prevent the surplus of drug trafficking in urban neighborhoods like mine. It seemed to me like nobody really cared. The political powers were aware but never fully committed themselves to making a difference.